let's take a couple of minutes to bring ourselves into balance, neutrality, connectedness. And you can do this if you're feeling negative or irritated or angry, mad. I'd like you to grab a very hot mug of water. Just be careful that you don't scald yourself. You can do this first thing in the morning or any time you need to ground yourself. Now, the warmth is going to make us become present so that we don't scald ourselves. If the weather is particularly cold, we can appreciate its warmth to warm up our fingertips and hands again without burning. And we're going to just pause the video, get a hot mug, cup of hot water, or your favorite tea if you prefer. Herbal tea, for instance, even better, no caffeine, no theine, so we feel more relaxed. I'm just using hot water. Practical, simple, and there's no stimulants. So, allow the fingertips to gently pause. Okay, one hand and then the other. And we're going to use our breath to bring us into a grounded state by cooling the tea and cooling ourselves. Bring ourselves into a more simmer, balanced state. Let's blow out. It's too hot to drink yet, so we're just going to continue to blow out, which is that slow exhalation. You can just about touch the lip, the lower lip. Again, make sure that you don't scald yourself. If you don't have any sensitivity, be extra careful because you don't want to burn yourself accidentally. See if you can make yourself more comfortable without tipping the hot water. Okay, just adjust without spilling and slowly exhale. Try to have a tiny, the smallest sips. Just wet the lip. Exhale. Sip. Still hot, right? So, continue to blow. Just take a slow, deep, full breath into the belly. Breathe in. And exhale with a blow. Swap hands to hold the mug. Give a chance for the other fingertips to gently touch. If it feels more comfortable, you can try the whole finger as you get some warmth. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale slowly and fully. Swap over. By being mindful here. When we are physically mindful, we come off our mind for a moment or two. that just allows our energy to rise and the body to relax. The body relaxes, the energy rises. Feel better. Feel the warmth on your fingertips. And smell. See if there's a scent to it. Especially if you have chosen a tea. Now you could choose coffee, because there's a scent to it, but then there's a stimulant because of the caffeine. So if you're trying to calm down, perhaps best to choose something that doesn't excite the nervous system. Something more neutral. Chamomile tea, which is supposed to have some relaxing properties. If you don't believe that, just hot water is sufficient. Blow out. Inhale. Exhale. And blow out. Just take a tiny, tiny, tiny sip. Just bring to the lips. No, I'm not teaching how to drink a cup of water, you know how to do that. The purpose is just to slow down together. You can drink a tea, whatever you like, or water. But the purpose is to slow down, become mindful and present together. So our nervous system switches from being active and reactive to being calm and relaxed. And when we feel calm and relaxed, we have access to more neutral thoughts and optimistic thoughts. Feel better? Oh, we feel better and then have access to more neutral and optimistic and positive thoughts. It's a gentle, gradual change, shift. So, what does it taste? Bland, licorice, zesty, if you got lemon, sweet, sour. If holding the mic for too long starts scalding your finger, don't continue, don't burn, don't insist. Just a gentle tap, a gentle touch. You want to respect the sensitivity of your fingers because they're there to protect you. You don't want to get a burn. So your body will know, unless you are numb on the fingers. In that case, you need to be extra careful. If you got numbness on the lip, you have to be extra careful because then you can burn. Slowly exhale. Inhale. Slowly exhale. Bring it to the lips. You're going to notice how it feels when we actually swallow the drink, the sound it makes, and how it travels down our esophagus, throat. Too early. Trachea. Translate that. Blow out. Feeling stupid. Guilty. Just makes a gentle sound. Just right here. She goes down. It does feel warm. Does yours feel warm too? There it does. Blow up. Inhale. And slowly blow up. Now let's see if we are looking at this situation that we are struggling in this moment while we hold our tea. Are we looking at it with eyes of only seeing the negative of the situation without totally discounting the neutral and the positive and the good? Am I just, is there a possibility that I'm only noticing, seeing and overemphasizing the negative, the bad of the situation? Now, often when we don't feel so good, there is a slight chance that we're only focusing on one part of the situation, which is not a good one. Let's blow out. Inhale, smell. Exhale, blow. And just gently bring it to your lips. Continue to feel the warmth. Well, the part of the situation that is neutral, yes, that's obvious, will jump at us automatically because it doesn't feel good. Possibly there's a little risk or loss, or something that worries us or concerns us or disappoints us, or there's an expectation that is not being met. But c'est la vie, it's full all of those things that we don't want in any given situation, even in ourselves and others. Blow out. Inhale. And slowly blow out. And have a sip. Now, if we had a magical wand, we would make all those things disappear. Now, sometimes something not wanted does turn out to be a gift in disguise. And also sometimes good things come out of it. Knowledge, expansion, growth, change. So not that we one wish that bad things happen so we can have that expansion, but if we are alive and if we lived long enough, we all start realizing that life is just full of everything. A day, a month, a year. There's always something that challenges us physically, mentally, emotionally, relationally. If we are living, even our thoughts in our head. Blow out. Inhale, smell. Slowly exhale, blow. And have a sip. So focusing on those negative things is just automatic. It's our brain's way of trying to protect us, trying to solve, so that we feel good, relaxed, healthy, good. We react automatically. But we want to have a balanced perspective when we look at things. If you are struggling with anxious thoughts and feelings, and even along with depression, our brain tends to focus things more intensively on the negative side and gives them more weight. The brain naturally gives weight to it. But when we're feeling good, we tend to just pay attention to it for a little while and then it just naturally shifts to something else. But when we are feeling low in mood and feeling depressed or perhaps more anxious then it's considered to be healthy and balanced. Then that weight tends to be heavier and we have a harder time striking it off and letting it off and making that shift. So we're going to, on the interest of feeling a little bit better and finding a much balanced response, we're going to intentionally look at the situation for a moment or two and see, even if you don't want to admit, even if you don't want to say, even if you think we're right and try to rationalize, even if it is really, really bad, even if it is a very extreme, challenging situation. Now, if you are physically unsafe, remove yourself into safety. Priority, period. Forget about anything. Get to a public space. Make sure there are others. And if needed, you can contact a doctor or even the police. Okay, safety physically first. If you're emotionally and verbally not safe, feel safe, see if you can take steps to make yourself feel safer by removing yourself from this situation, for instance. Okay, or if someone is saying something and you can't remove yourself from the situation, just think in your head, this is more of a reflection of the person than it is about me. So you don't let that get you so much. Okay, but first, do your best to remove yourself from the situation and find a place of safety. So, blow out, inhale, smell, exhale, blow out. Have a little sip, and by now your water should be a little on a cooler, comfortable side, so you hold the whole mug and safe and feel the warmth in your hands. Now, let's intentionally look at the situation with eyes of on the interest to find a balance, perspective, to find clarity. Balance because only saying that it's only bad, yes, that exists and we validate and our feelings are valid and our challenges are valid and we're not dismissing that. And we can give that validation to ourselves. This is a challenging moment. These are my thoughts and feelings and they're valid. I'm having a hard time and that's valid. And let's not compare with others or other times in our lives. Let's not beat ourselves up. Let's just be compassionate. Yes, I would have preferred not to have this reaction. I prefer not to feel this way. Others might be seeming to do better, cope better, but everyone is on their journey and every day is different and it's not fair to compare. So, let's make peace. I validate my thoughts and emotions and I make peace with this moment. It is what it is, without trying to struggle, push away. And make peace with acceptance. Instead of focusing, I didn't wish this did happen, and I don't wish that it wasn't happening. It just happened. I can't change the past. But from this place of acceptance of the past, of the moment, I can then take steps to improve the next moment. And one of them is to blow out, to calm down the nervous system, exhale, blow. Another step is to take a slow, deep breath. And slowly exhale fully. gentle, soft sip. And hold the warmth gently and quietly. And start sending signals to your brain that we are safe. This gentle moves of quietness and gentle and slowing down, sending signals to our brain to say that we are safe. Just to ease off the pedal of keeping on releasing cortisol and stress hormones and neurotransmitters that make us more riled up, either negative or frustration, anger and madness. So exhale, blow, inhale, smell, and fully and slowly exhale. Sip. And over the way of bring ourselves into more balance and ease off that catastrophizing way of thinking and looking at it, and intensity is to look for the neutral things. What are the neutral things in this situation? And just pause to think and acknowledge. Pause the video if you need more time. As the tea or water gets a little cooler, you can drink a little more quickly without so many pauses if you don't want to get cold, but not so quickly that you want to. This moment is to slow down and relax. Sometimes we can drink a big mug of water to hydrate and that wakes you up, but we want to slow down. If we are feeling overwhelmed, we want to slow down. If our emotions are too intense, we want to slow down. You know, sometimes we want to awaken ourselves up, especially if you're feeling very depressed, but you don't want to wake from depression to anger. Okay, so you want to waken up from low mood to neutrality. So, and you want to simmer down, calm down. And now is the opportunity to look at the positives of this situation, and we can go with at least this is working, or at least this is good, as in very specific. Pardon me. At least. See if you can identify one or two things. For instance, if you're having conflict with your child, one of the things could be at least he, she or we managed to get out the door, or at least they have health, or at least they cooperated with this, or even ourselves, at least I've done this, or at least the good thing is I didn't let it escalate, or the good thing is I took myself into calming myself down, or they've done this, or they cooperated in this way, or at least this is good in this situation, at least it's raining and it's watering my plants and it's relaxing, at least it's sunny and gives that beautiful bright soft touch, luminous touch to things. At least I've got my water, at least I can warm up my hands. So what is good in this moment, in this situation? At least I have the internet, so I can find something to distract my mind for a moment or two. So, what is good and positive in this situation, in this moment, not in the past, not in the future, in this moment? pause the video if you need more time. And by having a cup of tea and looking at the situation more balanced, be aware of the negatives, but you also notice the neutrals and the positives. Hopefully, we allow our mind to shift from overwhelm to calm, from negative to neutral and positive, from mad to feeling a bit more grounded. Have you made a little bit of a shift? I hope so. No, don't discount the tiny little shifts, because it's the build up of those tiny little shifts that starts growing. It's like a snowball. It starts growing and gathering momentum. It's the same with the negative emotions. Frustrations, irritation, negativity just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So you have a very intense emotion, don't expect it to jump straight into another. Sometimes we can, with the laughter. If you have too much momentum, that might not, or if you are too stressed out or too empty, it might be a little harder. So let's reach for relief, a slight improvement, and feel satisfied with that, and then take another step. Find ways that we can go into nature, fresh air, movement, so we release the tension from the body, and the body will naturally create endorphins that makes us feel more relaxed and happy, and ways of connecting with others, so we feel more supported. Now, connecting with others, that is neutral and quality, and all best quality, because if you're connecting with others, then it's just owing to the stress and strife. Just see in what ways you can connect without getting to that level. Sometimes we need to have a little pause, a little time out from certain experiences and people until we heal and recover and feel happy and stronger, so we can deal with everything. So in the moment we can decide how much we can take and assess the way we feel. But before we will label everything else as terrible and everyone as terrible, let's see if we can look at things a little bit more neutral, so that we're not so biased against others and things, or even against ourselves. See if we can see some of the neutralities and nuances and goods and positives in the situation. So our parachute, our wings, is a bit fuller and can support us, so we don't have such intensity. So we have might have a little reaction, but then we are able, or a bigger reaction, that we're able to bring ourselves back into balance and then choose our response. So, what are my choices? How would I like to respond? And then, what sort of values do I want to live in my response? What sort of person do I want to be when I respond? What sort of life do I want to live? And we bring ourselves into that. Doesn't matter what our reaction is, we just learn from it, we adjust, we change, we make amends, and I do another do-over. This is how I'd like to respond, because it's more in line with the person I want to be, the values I want to live. and the life that I want to live. Finish your cup of tea or water. Gratitude in the heart for this opportunity. Slow down. Do you notice the neutral? And notice the positive. I sincerely hope that you are feeling a bit more chilled and warm, more relaxed, warmer, more at peace. Love from my heart. Big hug. Notice the neutral things. Notice the good. Notice the positive. And know that you can bring it to a calm place. Doesn't matter what's happening, you can still bring it to a calm place. If you get too much momentum and intensity, don't beat yourself up. Just find comfort. Find something to comfort, soothe. Or even distract for a little while. Or rest or heal until we feel stronger. Okay, the body knows what to do. Just allow the body to follow its natural course. We want to go from mad to glad and negative to positive, and we want those sort of, even though we might accept that we have these automatic reactions, we want to automatically go into the opposite at once. Okay, but the body needs time to adjust. And the body needs to feel safe. And the body needs nutrients and minerals and vitamins that we found in healthy foods. And hydration to feel good. And our body needs rest and sleep. And if you are constantly in situations of stress and strife and struggle, the body has a little hard time sort of coping with that momentum. So we need to take steps. In what ways can we reduce the stress, minimize? What can I let go of temporarily so I can feel more balanced? I know we want to do it all, but what is best to have it all but don't have any health at all, physically, mentally, emotionally? Let's get our health physically, mentally, emotionally, and then anything else is just a bonus. We have to find the right balance, and the right balance is for everyone to choose. So I'm not here to dictate, but and sometimes we need to do what needs doing, and that are priorities. But if you don't make time for healing and peace while you still have some health, you definitely will have to make time for healing and health when you lose your health. Just harder. So take time to bring back into neutral and a healthy place. I sincerely hope that you're feeling a little bit more neutral, at least neutral. Over now.